Pyare Sath Sangat Ji, with the Kripa of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, the Hukamnama Sahib from Sri Darbar Sahib, Sri Harmandir Sahib, Sri Amritsar Sahib, being blessed for all the Sangat. So for next few moments, let's try and focus and understand the words of wisdom from Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, from the house of Tan Tan Sri Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj, Tan Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji. Before starting the Hukamnamas Vichar, let's recite two Panktiyan as a Mangal so that Maharaj give us strength, good buddhi, so that we can do the Vichar as per Maharaj's Hukum, as per Maharaj's will and wish. Agam agochar sach sahib mera, Nanak bola bolaya tera. Sasangat Ji, we do this ardas to Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, to Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj, before starting Hukamnama, that Maharaj, whatever you want, only let us speak that. Whatever you wish, whatever you want to convey, what message you want to convey to the Sangat, let us only speak those words, those lines, those thoughts, those sakhiyan, and those vichar. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj hopefully will be doing kripa on us and will be making us understand their words of wisdom, which are the precious jewels, the rubies, the diamonds, the kohinoors of the world, which are very, very precious and rare. Today's Hukamnama is from Sri Kabeer Ji, Bhagat Kabeer Ji, in Tilang Bani, in Tilang Raag. They are blessing all the Sangat. Tilang Bani Bhagata Ki Kabeer Ji, with so much of respect, with so much of humility. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, when they were compiling all the Gurbani, they mentioned the name of Bhagat Kabeer Ji with word called Ji. They've only said Na Kabeer. They could only said Bani Bhagat Kabeer Ki or Bani Bhagat Kabeer. But they said Tilang Bani Bhagata Ki Kabeer Ji. Bhagata Ki is this refers to the other upcoming shabad of other Bhagats in this Tilang Raag. So after all the Gurbani from Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, the Bhagatanti Badi were added, and in the Tilang Raag, after this Shabad, there are few other Shabads from other Bhagats also, Sat Sangat Ji. That's why Bhagata Ki, plural, not Bhagat Kabeer Ji. Ik Oankar Satgur Prasad, one Akal Purkh Waheguru Parameshwar Almighty, can only be obtained with the help of Gur Prasad, with the help of true Guru. Ved Kateb Iftara Pai, Dil Ka Fikr Na Jai. Guru Maharaj Bhagat Kabeer Ji is saying that all the scriptures, all the holy scriptures, they mention few of them in the Shabad, like Ved or Kateb. All the holy scriptures, they are here for us to believe something. However, they are not the reliever of anxiety from our hearts. So yes, they have got all the history, they may have got all the verses, they may have got all the instructions, how to live life and so on, but they are not the anxiety reliever. Anxiety reliever, then Maharaj, what is anxiety reliever? Then how we should be relieving our anxiety, how we should be getting rid of our anxious minds and thoughts, unnecessary thoughts. Tuk dam karari jo karho, Hajir Hajur Khudai. And again Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj blessing us through this Shabad by Bhagat Kabeer Ji. They're saying that even if for a microsecond, if we center ourselves on the Lord, meaning if we meditate on the name of the Lord, Waheguru, 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 even if it's just one breath, even if it's just microsecond, one breath, Waheguru, even that 1 second, one breath could be very, very beneficial, could be very, very helpful, and can actually give us darshan of Akal Purkh Waheguru Ji face to face, present in front of us. That's the power of the Naam, that's the power of the remembrance. Yes, there are the kind of benefits of reading it, understanding it, listening it, all the history, all the mythology, all the other books and religious scriptures and the grunts and so on. However, the main essence, the man, the anxiousness, man, the fikr jehda hega, the only gonna go away Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. बंदे खोज दिल हर रोज ना फिर परेशानी माहे. Bhagat Kabeer ji is saying that on a daily basis, on a regular basis, we have to figure out, we have to keep searching our own heart, our own inside, and we have to keep taking out the dirt inside from the inside to the outside. And that's the way when we stop wandering in confusion. That's the way when we stop looking at other people's shortcomings. That's the way when we only focus on ourselves and try and keep cleansing our own self instead of just putting fingers on others people. एहज दुनिया सेहर मेला दस्तगीरी नाहे रहा. And very very clear was they saying that this world is just a magic show and no one will be holding our hand in this magic show. Satsangaji, magic is not something which is real. That is why it is called magic. So the way magician shows the magic tricks, their tricks in the magic show, this world is a magical show and Maharaj are the magician, and whatever they're doing, obviously we can see something, but the gist is the naam. Actual thing is something else. No one will be holding our hand apart from Maharaj. No one will be giving us or showing us any path of rightness apart from Waheguru Kalpurukh, Waheguru Ji. No one else is going to be doing it. Many times, Satsangaji, people come and befool us. People make us see something else, but the reality is something else. People show us something else, but the reality is something else. Beware of those people. Let's think yourself and your relationship with Guru Nanak Dev Ji, your relationship with Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, and let's not become the foolish victim of the situation. So let's be very, very, very careful. दरोग पढ़ पढ़ खुशी होए बेखबर बाद बकाहे. And again Maharaj is repeating that by reading, by studying all the falsehood, darog meaning falseness, or by reading and studying falsehood, people are happy. So people are reading the stories, people are reading all the extra stuff which is yet, it can be read. However, they should not be treating as a truth. The truth is something else. Truth is Waheguru. And in their ignorance, they speak nonsense because they read something different, they read nonsense, they listen nonsense, they speak nonsense. There's so many novels, there's so many books. I don't want to name any brand over here, but there are so many recent times, there have been so many series of books, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, and so on. And people and kids are just amalgamated into these kind of artificial and make-up stories, and they forgot the real essence of the Gurbani. I wish the kids would have read the real Gurbani instead of reading those the brands like Potters and others, and make them themselves believe that this is something real, but that's not real, Satsangaji. The reality is Gurbani. Reality is Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. We got so many Potters and much bigger powerful people sitting in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, and when we read about them, when we read about their powers and read about their Shraddha Pavana of them for Maharaja Kalpurukh Waheguru Ji, that's when we understand, oh wow, this is the way we should be doing Bhakti also. Jina Gurbani can diye. Hak Sach Khalak Khalak Mein Aane Syam Murat Nahe. And very interestingly, Bhagat Kabeer Ji is saying that the one who is actually diffused in his own creation, the one who created the creation, he is already present in the creation. He is not just sitting in one corner in one kind of marble or one kind of the murti. He's not over there. It's not like he's only the dark skin, or he's only white skin, or he's got long hairs, he's got short hairs, he's very beautiful, he's got the peacock feather, he's got the arrow and the bow. No, that's not just the God. God is the one who is present everywhere. We are actually limiting our own God by saying that the God is only present in the form of the marble, in the form of the statues. We are limiting our own God, because God cannot just, that must not be a God which can only stay in the statue. Yes, we can remember by statues, we can remember them by the pictures, we can remember them by the portraits, we can remember them by the art and so on. However, The real God is one who is actually prevalent and permeating in every single atom and molecule of the existence, Sangaji. So we need to understand this, that let's not be limiting, let's not be belittling our own Parameshwara Kalpur, Waheguru, Rab, whosoever we follow, whosoever we are following, let's not belittle them. Even if it's any Mahapurush, any Sadhu, Sant, Mahatma, no one no one do any sacrifice without the kripa of Maharaj Sangaji. Let's take this for note. No one will do, no one can actually do it. And people who fake, people who are not being able to do, they run away. They don't stay here forever. They just run away. They go back to their own world. They can't stay here forever because they haven't done from inside. It was all fake from the starting. They had the doubts in the mind whether it's true, whether it's not true, whether it's this, whether it's that. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj got so many thousands of soldiers, so many sons from the families, but not everyone stayed with Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Some people came, they stayed for ages. Some people came, they just stayed for 1 month, for 2 months, for 1 year, for 2 years, because they didn't like it, because they were not able to sacrifice a whole life. They were unable to adjust in that environment. Khoon Kharaba, it's easy to say, Satsangaji Guru Gobind Singh Ji did 14 jung, 14 fights, wars, but in every war, in every fight, there's a bloodshed. ਆਪਾਂ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਉਂਗਲੀ ਦਾ ਬਲੱਡ ਕੱਟਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਦੇਖ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਡਰ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਰਨਾ, ਚਿੱਥੜੇ ਕਰਨੇ, ਕਿ someone is heads getting chopped off, someone is arms getting chopped off, someone is getting being stabbed from the back, from the front. Imagine those scenes, those gruesome scenes. ਅਸੀਂ ਮੂਵੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਜੇ ਮੂਵੀ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਨਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਦਿਸ ਇਜ਼ ਫॉर द एडल्ट, ਦਿਸ ਇਜ਼ ਨॉट फॉर द किड्स, नॉट एप्रोप्रिएट फॉर द यंग चिल्ड्रन. ਈਵਨ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਕੰਟੈਂਟ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਦਿਖਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੇ. ਇਮੈਜਿਨ how much gruesome fights Maharaj must have done. So it was not very easy for everyone to actually adjust in that kind of atmosphere. Yes, we read stories, we listen to the stories, to the sakis in a very fancy way, but it's not like that, Sat Sangat Ji. If someone wants to explain a war of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, it might take him ages and ages and ages to actually present that one war of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Let's say any war, Paunta Sahib di war, or any other war, Guru Maharaj di, because the amount or the volume of soldiers who got killed or who got martyred or who got the wounded, that's just one thing, physical harm. But behind that, for every single soldier, for every single Singh, for every single person, there is a family behind it. There is a big story behind it. Someone may have left their families, their kids, their grandparents, their parents. Every single person has their own family. And if you want to do the katha of the war, then you have to pick up all the stories from the background also, which is impossible. We may not be able to actually get all the information. And imagine if one of the most neediest person who actually joined the army of Maharaj just for the sake of, let's say, existence of the family, ki Maharaj mainu apni army de vich please bless me in your army because my family needs money, my family needs the food, and whatever money you will give, I will give back to my family, and that's how my family will keep going. And imagine that family lost the earning member, the breadwinner of the family, and then what will happen to the family? And all the family also belonged, also followed, also believed Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Imagine the faith, imagine the belief. Maharaj ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸੀ, ਸਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਘਰ ਦਾ ਖਾਣਾ ਪੀਣਾ ਰਾਸ਼ਨ ਬਹੁਤ. So it's very very small little things. It's very important to understand, Sarsangaji. Sacrifice is not just for few moments, for few days, for few weeks, for few months, for few years. Sacrifice is for the lifetime. And a guru only takes sacrifice if he sees the credibility, if he sees the worth of taking sacrifice. Guru is not a halka banda who takes sacrifice from someone who is not capable. Guru keep giving us chances, but it's up to us when we understand, okay, now is the time, I have to leave everything, I have to start reading Gurbani, I have to start doing Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. Enough is enough. I've enough of my life. I've enough of dukh, pain, takleef in my life. Now is the end time. So, आसमान में आने लहंग दरिया गुसल करदन न बूद. Satsangat Ji, in a very very deep way, Bhagat Kabeer Ji is saying that we should be through in our body, as per Gurbani, we got 10 doors. Dasam Dwar, we got 10 doors. And Bhagat Kabir ji is saying that go into the 10th door, and that's where the Amrit is there. That's where we should be taking bath. This Amrit, in the Amrit of Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. In just simple words, Guru Maharaj trying to say, Bhagat Kabir ji is trying to say that let's do as much as experience of Waheguru Jap, Naam Jap, your own meditation, your own time, your own connection with Guru Maharaj. कर फ़कर दायम लाए चश्मे जहतहा मौजूद. They're saying that put the glasses of your own bhakti bhavana on your eyes. Use your own eyes and see him ever present everywhere, anywhere. That's what we need to try and understand, that everywhere is Waheguru. Even if we are hurting someone, we are hurting Waheguru. If being rude with someone, we are actually being rude with Waheguru. If you're cheating someone, we are cheating Waheguru. If we are actually saying nice words, using nice words, giving love to someone, we are giving love to Waheguru Ji Maharaj. So Sasangat ji, that's how we should start seeing everything. It's a very beautiful experience. When we start doing it, then we understand, oh, how I would have done this earlier. Allah pakang pak hai, sak karo je dusar hoy. And again, Bhagat Kabir is saying there is no comparison. He cannot be compared. I will only do any comparison, I will only have got any doubt. Sak karo, sak meaning doubt. I will only do any doubt if there could have been any other who I can compare with. He is the purest of pure. There is no one else pure like him. That's why he cannot be compared with anyone. Kabeer karm kareem ka oho kara jana soy. And again in the final pankti, Bhagat Kabir is saying that because of the mercifulness of merciful God, because his mercy flows from everywhere, from one point to other point, the merciful the kirpa de naal all these things are happening, and only those who are lucky enough, only those who he wants, who he feels to be mercy on, only those who acts according to him. So he alone knows who acts, he alone wants who acts, he alone wishes who he want to act, and he alone made us all act in his own way. This is all Brahm Gyan detox asana, very deep meaning. But for ourselves, for Gristi people like ourselves, for Dunyavi people like ourselves, the one main thing is that Bande khoj dil har roj na fer paresani mahe. If we keep meditating on a daily basis, on a regular basis, then there will be no confusion, there will be no wandering and confusion. We start cleansing ourselves and we stop making other people look bad or doing those things which we shouldn't be doing as per Gurbani. So Sasangaji, beautiful shabad, very nicely presented by Bhagat Kabeer ji and covering a lot of stuff in it, but underpinning around one thing, that we should be doing as much meditation as possible. So inni ko bentiyan aap ji ne parwan karni hai. Please forgive us for any mistakes we may have done. फाइनल दो पंक्तियां पढ़ के ऐसी समाप्ति कर दें साथ संगत जी. अल्लाह पाकं पाक है, सक करो जे दूसर होए. कबीर कर्म करीम का, ओ करह जाने सोए. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह.